Coming up on the April edition of Rope TV, we take a look at how Anzac Day will be observed this year. We talk to the people behind one of the Australians' biggest dawn services,
where so many young Australians climbed out of the trenches and never came back.
And we discover an Anzac secret.
This is the World War I gallery, Ashley.
We meet Queensland's new NDS State Manager, Jason McKey.
Brendan investigates pain and injury management.
We have self-and-plan managed NDIS clients accessing every single one of our services.
And we're joined in the studio by singer-songwriter Cody Miller. This is Rope TV. Hi everyone, and welcome to Rope TV. Hi Ashley, good to see you.
Hi Kale, good to see you too. And hello everyone. If you're watching right now, make sure you comment, cause we love hearing from you. Remember, the more comments, the likes, the better.
That's right. Now, this is a very special episode as we're dedicating our show to all those who have served in time of war and in warlike conflicts.
That's right. It's going to be really informative and I can't wait to get things underway. But first, let's see what's making news headlines. It's over to you, Aaron.
Thanks, Ashley. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making news for April 3, 2023. Tributes continue to flow for Indigenous leader Yunupingu, who passed away at the age of 74. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the former Australian of the Year and rights activist was a man who walked in two worlds with authority, power and grace. A surprise figure for the housing market, with house prices across Australia increasing slightly. Despite rolling interest rate hikes, national home values have risen by 0.6% during the first quarter of the year. Not a great week for the coalition. The party's primary vote has plunged to its lowest level since September, according to the latest news poll, and Anthony Albanese is by far our preferred PM. And with Easter just around the corner, we've got the lowdown on the best chocolate treats for the long weekend. Haig's Milk Chocolate Bilby has been voted the best Easter egg to get your hands on. Now, if you can't get Haig's where you are, you might have to settle for the runner-up, the Cherry Ripe Egg. You are up to date. It's now back to Ashley and Kale.
Thanks, Aaron. Now, Anzac Day is April 25th. And Ashley, I believe you've got a previous story for us.
I sure do. I had the pleasure of meeting some of the people who are organising this year's dawn service.
That sounds great. Let's take a look.
Anzac Day, or the 25th of April, actually commemorates the first major action by the Australian and New Zealand Armed Corps and the landing in the Gallipoli beaches.
Lest we forget.
So what's it like here on the Anzac Day for the dawn service?
Well, Ashley, it's normally very cool and cold, and it's super quiet, and it's dark.
Wow.
I think if you ask John, he'll probably tell you about what he's found, how quiet it is.
There's so many people here, but all of them are quiet. For such a big crowd, you hear nothing.
Standing here now, you can hear the city. You can hear buses, you can hear cars, you can hear people talking on their phones. That one day of the year, this city falls completely silent and it's in the darkness.
The dawn service happens at approximately 4:30 a.m. and there's two parts to this. It's roughly about the same time as the first boats were landing at Gallipoli, But additionally, every serviceman and woman has gone through basic training, and there is a function called Stand To, and that's where you're awoken before dawn to prepare yourself ready for an early morning attack if the enemy choose to attack.
And the person that probably is under the most intense pressure that day, out of anybody, is the bugler that stands on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
He stands under the Australian flag.
Yep.
And he plays the last post.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think
every single person looks at him.
They always pick their best bugler for the job from the army, so they always pick the best one.
And for me, that sends tingles down your spine. Every hair on the back of your neck stands up because of the significance of that moment. And for me, you hear the last post, and it's like the bugler is calling out to all the soldiers, but no one answers him. And that takes you back to World War I, to the battlefields in Europe, where so many young Australians climbed out of the trenches and never came back.
my pop served
Yep.
too. Yep, he was in the veteran.
So you have a personal connection as well, which
Yes,
makes
I do.
Anzac Day, I think, even more special for you.
Yes, it is.
And did your pop used to wear his medals?
Yes, he did when he did the march
Yep.
and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
You have to be very proud of your pop when you see him marching then.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was actually. Yeah.
As an ex-serving soldier, when I come to a dawn service, especially here in Anzac Square, and I see the thousands of people that are packed in and it's standing room only, it really encourages me and inspires me to remember that, you know, the sacrifice that, you know, our generations have made have not been forgotten.
So will you explain to me about this beautiful water here?
It's what they call the pool of reflection. So it's designed as a space where people can come and enjoy, with a bit of water and a bit of reflection from the water, to understand how they feel about the space and how they reflect on why this park is here in the first place.
Why don't we go over this way?
This is actually one of our new additions to Anzac Square, this one here, recognising the sacrifice of our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island servicemen and women.
Indigenous people have played a very significant role in our military over the years, and we now acknowledge their wonderful contribution to this country.
So why the flame?
So this is called the Eternal Flame.
Yeah.
And this flame burns 24/7 all of the time.
Yep.
It's to represent the souls of those who have served and those who have died, and it never goes out as an ongoing reminder of their sacrifice.
Guys, thank you so much for showing me around this beautiful Anzac Square.
Great, Ashley, and I hope that you and your family, and maybe the people that are watching here today, will all turn up on dawn service and come and meet us and say hello.
Yep.
But if you can't get here, John, there's plenty of other services around, isn't there?
That's right. There's RSLs across Queensland and across this country that are holding dawn services to help people remember with dignity and respect.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Ash.
Thanks, Ash.
That was a brilliant story, Ashley. Now don't go anywhere, because while she was walking through Anzac Square, Ashley discovered a secret that was hidden in plain sight. We'll have that story shortly, but first I'd like you to meet our next guest, Cody Miller. Hey Cody, welcome to Rope TV. Thanks for joining us.
Hey Carl, it's a pleasure being here today on Rope TV. Thank you for having me.
So Cody, tell us a bit about yourself.
I started busking while I was 15 at local region Brisbane markets, and I'm currently studying my Bachelor of Music through the South Bank TAFE, which goes to the University of Canberra. I'm on my final semester, and this course has really taught me about who I want to be as an artist.
That's amazing. What led you to pursue a career in singing?
Since the age of 5, I've always loved singing. I think it was coming from a musical background with both my mum and dad's sides being heavily impacted by music. At the age of, when I was in primary school, I won a scholarship through the Voices of Berrily, which is one of Brisbane's best choirs. And that's where I believe the music came from, or my love for music came from.
Which type of music do you enjoy singing to the most?
I believe for me, it's that country pop scene, because for me, I love telling stories and I love connecting with audiences to capture their emotions.
And what do you enjoy listening to the most?
I've got a very large variety of genres I listen to. I can name a few: Whitney Houston, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, stuff like that.
Now Cody is about to sing for you at home, so please welcome Cody Miller with I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Had no time to figure out how to dress my blues away. Done right up till now, it's the light of day that shows me how. But when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Been low and lost my senses. Spin through the town. Sooner or later the fever ends, I end up feeling down. I needed someone to take a chance. I wanna lower the burns, I know to last. But when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel with somebody. Yeah. Wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody who loves me. Somebody who loves me. I needed someone to take a chance. I wanna lower burns, I don't know to last. But when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
So we offer mowing the lawns, trimming the edges, cleaning up the paths, blowing up patios and footpaths and driveways, and removal of any dead branches and debris.
Sometimes we clean out the backyard and put the charm trees into Matt's trailer.
Yeah, it's definitely a good work experience.
My best contact number is just call right on 3880 2533 or send an email to inquiries. Just a bit of a description of what you want in your job.
For those of you who have heard of the National Disability Service, you just might know our next guest.
Jason McKey is the Queensland State Manager of the NDS, and he joins us now. Hi Jason, welcome to Road TV. Thanks for joining us.
Well, hi Ash and Cale, it's really nice to be here today. Thanks very much for inviting me to have a bit of a chat about National Disability Services.
That's okay.
Jason, for those who aren't aware, can you please explain what is the NDS?
Okay, National Disability Services, or NDS, not to be confused with the NDIS. That's a different setup, and I'll talk maybe a bit more about that later. But NDS is the peak body for disability services in Australia. So we have members who are service delivery people right across Australia, and our role is really to advocate on their behalf to government to make sure that services that they offer are the best possible service for people with disabilities. Yep. We do a lot of training, we have a lot of resources on our website, but really it's advocacy and networking. We do a lot of networking with our members to keep them up to date with what's happening.
Wow. So is NDS Australia-wide?
Yes, we have offices and presence in every state and territory. Each state and territory has a state manager and a number of other support staff. In Queensland, we have 2 senior sector development people who, it's Tracy and Jeremy, and they go out and travel around Queensland and talk with services because we believe it's not just southeast Queensland.
Yeah.
We make sure that we go right across. We go as far north at this stage as Cooktown, and right out to Mount Isa and Emerald, Charleville.
Wow.
And we go and visit people so that we can find out what are their real needs and how can we assist them.
Yeah.
What was the main focus of NDS?
I'd say the main focus really is that advocacy part, because services are busy doing their own job, trying to assist people, but there's a much bigger picture out there with working with the NDIS and with the government departments, and we advocate on their behalf, so make sure that they get the resources that they need to be able to do the job.
Yeah, definitely. So Jason, as the state manager for Queensland, what does your job entail?
A fair bit of travel at the moment. As I said, we are making sure that we're going face to face with as many people as we can. I deal with the state government, and it's really good the state government have been supporting NDS financially, so to give us the opportunity to get out and about.
Yeah.
So I deal with state government. I have a background in disability employment, so I have a lot to do in the employment field, and work with the NDIS and the federal government as well.
Yeah, wow.
Jason, does the NDS play a big role in dealing with NDIS? And if so, in what way?
Certainly, majority of our members are funded under the NDIS. So there is currently a review going on of the NDIS to ensure that it actually is doing the job that it was meant to do. We were very much in favour of the NDIS when it started out, the National Disability Insurance Scheme. So we're very much a supporter of it, but we need to make sure that it is working properly and doing the best that it can for people with disabilities across Australia.
Yeah, definitely.
Jason, moving forward, are there any big plans in the near future that you can tell our viewers about?
Well, look, we're about to put in a proposal to the state government. One of the problems we have in the rural and remote regions is there's not enough service providers to be able to deliver the services. When you've got little towns like Hewenden and other places, what we're looking to do is upskill local people so they can take on the role of support person. Because in a town there might be only 5 or 6 people with disability that have an NDIS plan. It's not enough for a big service to come in. We want to make sure that the local person is trained up, and we would be supporting them and mentoring them to be able to do the support, and so we get a local solution to a local problem.
Wow. Yep. Thank you, Jason, for taking the time to join us on Road TV. You've given us a great insight into the NDS. Please thank Jason.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We've just heard all about the NDS, but what about the NDIS?
Good question, Kale. We sent our reporter, Brandon, out to get his sore back looked at, and he was able to learn a few things about pain management and utilising the NDIS.
When a new client comes to the clinic, they'll come to the front desk, they'll be met by the therapist who introduces themselves.
Hello.
Hey Brandon, how are you? My name is Ben.
Nice to meet you, Ben.
What brings you here today?
Well, you see, I've kind of a sore back.
Yeah?
Back. Yeah, it was kind of aching. Feels like my back has been cracked.
Feels like your back's been cracked? Okay, want to come through to my treatment room? We'll have a look at you?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, a client like ours, we're not allowed to put the NDIS sticker on the front of our business because we're not accredited with the NDIS. But what people don't realise is that a bricks and mortar allied health business like ours, we can see self-managed clients and we can see plan managed clients, and we've been doing so ever since the NDIS came in, which is probably close to 10 years.
Okay, Brandon, so you came in today because your back is a little bit sore, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, you see, I woke up one morning and I felt a little stiff.
A physiotherapy clinic sees people for bread and butter injuries. You know, the predominant ones are back pain, neck pain, shoulder and knee pain. But over the years, physiotherapists have upskilled and gained different skills. And for instance, you know, we see a very large proportion of people with disabilities. Physiotherapy is a registered profession. Our regulatory body is called APRA. If you're an APRA registered professional and you have a provider number, you are able to see self-managed and plan-managed NDIS clients.
Just mimic what I'm doing. So run your hand down your side like that. Any pain doing that?
A little bit, not too much.
A little bit. Come down the other way. You're feeling better. So what I'm going to do to help you continue to get better at home is I'm going to give you a couple of really simple little easy, light Pilates type things to do that'll help loosen your back up and give you a bit more core strength. So,
cool.
Sounds good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so let's head out to the gym.
Yeah.
All of what we do is backed by science and research, and that's the really cool thing about physiotherapy predominantly is you'll have someone who's great at dealing with their client and connecting with them, but the actual treatment that they deliver and the exercise they deliver is scientifically backed and proven to work. And I find that the services we have can help people with their bodies, can help people with their goals, but can also help people with their minds.
All right, so Brandon, This is Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brandon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Brooke, Brandon has a little bit of tightness through his back.
Sure.
And I just reckon a bit of your remedial massage would help him out heaps. So
Wonderful.
I'm going to leave you with Brooke, mate, okay?
Okay.
We have self and plan managed NDIS clients accessing every single one of our services. Physiotherapy predominantly, psychology second, remedial massage third, and Pilates fourth. What we've tried to do so far is to let our past and current clients know that we can see them under NDIS funding.
How long have you been doing these remedial massages for?
How long? I've been massaging now for about 6 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be interviewed by Rope TV?
Well, I was pretty excited when I heard about it because I have children myself with disabilities, and so I'm actually well aware of Rope and what you do. And so yeah, so for me it was very exciting to be on film.
Thank you for the massage.
You're very welcome. How are you feeling?
Feeling all right.
Yeah, good. That lower back pain's eased a bit now.
Yeah, it's eased much better.
So good.
Yeah, it is.
Good to see you with a smile now. Alrighty. So you take care and
you too.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
So Ashley, early in the show, we saw you visit Anzac Square and preview the dawn service. But what's the secret you discovered while there?
Hidden underneath the shrine of remembrance, you'll find a very special museum, and I was so lucky enough to be given a private tour.
I cry for those who lost a loved one.
Thank you for all your service and for protecting us and our country.
It's important to have a gallery like this because it provides a great opportunity to tell stories. Stories of Queenslanders' service and sacrifice through various conflicts since the Boer War. This is the World War I gallery, Ashley. On the walls you can see all sorts of plaques representing all the battalions and regiments who came from Queensland who served in the First World War.
Oh wow!
Yeah. We've got some other things in the gallery too. There are some displays which are all digital and interactive. Photos and postcards and letters. This is the World War II gallery.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit bigger than the last one, and again, there's lots of plaques all over the walls. And they represent the battalions and the squadrons and the regiments. And here, more interactive touch screens filled with content, so all about Queenslanders' participation in World War II.
Why is there flowers?
Oh, poppies.
Yeah. Poppies.
Yep. So when people come to commemorate and come here to view the galleries, they can place a little poppy.
Oh, okay.
Just in memory of a soldier, or just to say thanks for their service and sacrifice.
How long has this gallery been here for?
Well, the square was actually opened in 1930, so many decades ago. But these galleries, as they are now, were opened in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And here we are, Ash, in the third gallery. There are 3 galleries. We've been to the World War I gallery, the World War II gallery, and now we're in the post-World War II gallery.
Oh, wow.
And in this gallery, you just find things about conflicts Queenslanders have been in, and peacekeeping also, that Queenslanders have been involved in since World War II. Here we have a lovely little remembrance board where you can write a little message on a sticky note and stick it to the board in memory.
Thank you for protecting our...
It gives us an opportunity to show how wars affect everybody. Wars happen to whole communities, not just to soldiers.
I reckon right in the middle here.
Great.
Robin, thank you so much for showing me around this museum.
You are welcome, Ashley. Thanks so much for coming to the Anzac Square Galleries today. And if you or any of your viewers have some time on Anzac Day, or any day for that matter, please come on in and see what there is to see.
That'll be great. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was really interesting. If you'd like to be involved in Rope TV, or maybe you'd like to show your support and become a sponsor of the show, slide into our DMs or visit our website.
That brings us to the end of the show. Make sure you tell us your thoughts in the comments. And please don't forget to like and share this video.
You can also subscribe to Rope TV on YouTube. That way you'll never miss an episode.
Speaking of the next episode, you can RSVP to the May edition of Rope TV right now. The link to the live stream is in the chat. Make sure you click going and not just interested. That way you get a notification when the show goes live.
See you then.
Rope TV is produced by Rope, a non-profit organisation providing support services to people living with intellectual disabilities. We empower personal development through the provision of information, education and life skills training. Our in-centre and community-based programs educate and encourage participants to develop life skills, including computer skills, social and interpersonal skills, travel and independent living skills. To find out more, visit our website or connect with us on social media. Rope TV is proudly filmed at the studios of Trending Media Australia.